like I said, just when you thought there couldn't be another set of pastel colored pencils, there is. It's almost like I jinxed it. So maybe another set will come out right after this. So not even a week ago, I had purchased the Color, I think 50 pastel pencils. And then while I was looking, just to make sure I hadn't missed any, which was a bad idea, I came across the Indra macaroon set, limited edition is what it says, 72 pastel pencils. Now I have their smaller set and I love their smaller set. Very creamy, awesome pencils. Only problem is there's no names or numbers, so they kind of blend together. But what intrigued me about this 72 count set, unfortunately I cannot say I bought it for the tin. My tin is all beaten up too to boot, but I mean the artwork's cute, but I actually bought it because look at these little gems of candy. The Indra are by far, in my opinion, I should put that there, by far the prettiest pastel pencil to look at, because it has a black barrel, and the contrast of that black barrel with that luscious pastel color, oh my gosh, they like just ta-da! I mean, look at that. It's like a tin of magic is what it is. And then what also caught my eye is they have added a numbering system. Now, looking at this chart here, I don't know if this is the order they come in. I'm hoping not, because otherwise, no, it doesn't look like it. Because we have 3-8, but 3-8 is all the way over here. Oops, over here. Either way, this chart is all over the place, so I don't know what's going on there. They just have it in numerical order. But in the tin, it looks like they're in color order. So I was intrigued by one, they have a numbering system now. Cool. 2, 72 colors. Yes, there is a Brute Fooner 80 set. However, that is pastel and neon. So it's not 80 pastel colors. This claims to be pastel colors. Now, are they? I don't know. Some of them look freaky close to one another as well. I mean, look at all these pinks, though. Oh my gosh. If you love the color pink, and cheap trays, you're going to have a lot of pink. Look at all those greens. Oh, so you know, this one does look kind of neon. Just from the judging of the barrel. But look, you even have like purples and blue. I mean, it is beautiful. Now, it's kind of an odd duck way they have it set up, right? So if you get these and you're like, what on earth is this set doing to me? Here is the order I think they intended to do this in. Now, I could be 100% wrong, but it seems to me, see how these kind of go doot, doot, doot. So we're going that way, and we are going this way. So it starts with the pinks. That's just what I'm thinking. So I'm going to swatch them that way. They do have a semi-chemically smell, nothing like awful. I've smelt much worse. But they do have the number code, so this is great. I'm hoping it's the same quality as the smaller set, because I found those to actually be incredibly smooth. So I'm going to grab my chart, and we are going to swatch these bad boys. And yeah, let's see what colors we get. Okay. Normally I do a nice sped up little thing, but first I just kind of wanted to show these to you guys together. So let me zoom you in. All right, so we'll do a couple. I'm gonna go this way. My chart is not filled out yet, but it will be when I magically return. Oh, they are smooth. They are smooth like the last Indra. Oh, my thing is coming through. Let me see if I can get another piece of paper under it. Always layer with papers if you got wood grain to battle. So these are very soft pencils, and I love these. Oh my gosh. Okay, well that is pastel. We'll call it a rose-ish color. All right, here's the 009. I didn't pre-sharpen these. I have so many pencils to swatch, y'all. My sharpener's probably sitting over there like, no, please, no. And you know what? My sharpener's safe because I'm too lazy. However, again, that black lead. Oh, I'm not even on camera. Oh. All right, well, we'll do a couple more. Yeah, that black lead, look at just how it, boom, right there. So I guess you didn't probably see that color. My bad. Please don't thumbs me down for that. I'm human. I make lots of mistakes. And I'm lazy at editing, so I usually leave the errors in. For those of you who watch me long enough, you're well aware. So this is a little brighter. It's not neon though. I'm just swatching some of these brighter barreled pink ones, and the barrel color is actually pretty close to the lead color, wouldn't you say? But look at it, just pops. I don't know, I'm fascinated. I love the Black Widows for the same reason, but man, when you pair pastel colors with a black wood, oh, it just, wow. So that's a little darker, but still not too bad. It's not neon though. Will we find a neon? I don't know. So this is 36. Clearly they don't have really a sensible numbering convention. Now perhaps they're starting to number all their pencils, and maybe that's what's going on. Now this could be considered more neon, but I still wouldn't say it's neon. It's just more of a brighter pink. Is it a pastel pink? Not necessarily. And it is kind of close to this one as well. What are we on? 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're on to this one. But I'm just curious if we're going to get new colors, because the biggest true pastel set is 50. And of course everyone copies Holbein except Indra and Castle Art, so kudos to y'all for being different. You could technically say Brute Fooner did not, because they just, you know, had a bunch of typos in their name. I'm sorry, I'm never gonna get over that. It's a hoot every time. But let's see, 52. That's a really pretty pastel pink. And I will compare it to my other Indra set that I do have. But I just want to see if we get a bunch of more like pastel colors. We're getting loads of pinks though. Oh my gosh. This is going to be so fun for my book that I'm doing in pastels. And these are so soft. If these are limited edition, meaning they may go away soon, I'm going to be buying a lot. I love these pencils. Love them. And the reason I don't use them a ton is just they're hard to get. Sometimes they're way overly priced. The smaller set that I was used to. And again, no numbers. So I could never do a color along with you guys, because it would be like, hey, get this barrel that's like 5 over if the manufacturer even packaged them right. But this one has numbers, so. Ooh, that's a very pretty coral color. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Okay, so we have swatched an entire row together. I just need to pop one pencil out to remind myself where I'm at. Let me zoom you out without making anyone too dizzy, because we got a ways to go. There we go. Okay, so this is like that first section of pinks. Definitely a pastel color that is in other sets. By now, with all these swatchings of pastels, I'm like seeing it. These two look a lot alike. There's just a very, very slight difference with that one, but the rest are different. Now on camera, they may look the same. Like these two, I'm looking through my camera up above. These look the same on my screen, my camera screen, but in person they are not. This definitely has, this is more pinkish. This leans more violet. So yeah, just FYI, if you're thinking those look the same. This one could, I guess, be called a hot pink though. I don't know. This is a beautiful coral. So yeah, what I'm going to do is, so you're not sitting here with me while I swatch all 72, I'm going to do the usual where I speed it up. I'm going to go back and add all the numbers, and then we'll come back and chat and talk. But I'm very excited, so I hope you are. So let's see what we get. Okay, so we have swatched. I have filled out my chart, so I got the numbers. As I was swatching these, they remind me, or they are just like the other Indras. Now I find Indra to actually be pretty soft. I have heard some people say scratchy and hard. Occasionally I do get a scratchy one with my Indras. That's with this set and the other one I have, which is the macaron set. But I mean, it's a budget pencil. I actually have the Astra Pastel, and I find them very scratchy. So I think it's just batch, you know, because there's some that'll say the Astra Pastel are incredibly creamy and smooth, and I didn't have that experience. So here are the 72 colors in all their glory. Now, I'm sure as I was swatching, you may have noticed, unless you've skipped ahead, some of these are not pastel, like true pastel colors. We have a few that are not, like this one here, not a pastel color. We have some that are kind of veering on more of the neon scale, like this one here, which is number 10. This isn't really a pastel color. Even this purple is a little dark, but and then like this blue. But then we also have the traditional pastel colors that say the Astra Pastel and Holbein. So this is my chart I made a while ago. You can get it on my Ko-Fi or Ko-Fi, whatever that thing is called. I was comparing Astra Pastel to Holbein. And so you have a swatch for Holbein, and then you have a swatch for Astra. As you can see, they're like the same. Ta-da! But I have this here because that's two brands that are pretty popular. One is a very cheap brand that is actually made for children. The other is Holbein, which is incredibly expensive. You can get the set of 50 on Amazon and Blick right now. But I thought that would be a good comparison. So we do have similar colors in the Indra 72 set, like what is the Horizon Blue color we have over here. Now these two look exactly the same probably to you, but this one is actually just a teensy bit lighter. So keep that in mind. Some of these look close on camera, I've noticed, but they're actually, there's a slight variation. Now, is it a huge leap? No, but I think that's why they were able to come out with a set of 72, is they just changed up, you know, how light the pastel actually came out to be. Same with these pinks. A lot of them look really close, but if you actually examine them, you'll notice that some, like this is a lot brighter of a pink, almost, I don't want to call it a neon though, it's not really a neon. But then this one is actually just a shade lighter, and same with this. So the one benefit to this set, and here's the thing, I'm going to tell you right now, I actually like this set. Is it a traditional genuine pastel set? No. You're not getting 72 pastel colors. I mean, look at these greens right here. These are all more like bright neonish, but I think they kind of tried to do how the 80 Brut Fooner pastel set did, which was pastel and neon, so it wasn't 80 pastel colors. Because at the end of the day, you can only make so many pastel colors. It's just a fact. Now, they did only give one gray in this set, whereas like with the Astra and Holbein, you have these two. You've got a cool and a warm. If I wanted to do that, I could go pull out one of my Prismas, or I believe the macaroon set had another gray. But yeah, I mean, we have a lot of colors matching up. Like right here, this matches with rose gray. Where did you go? Where did you go? Ash rose right here matches up. Pretty much any pastel color that has come in your Pastel or your Holbeins is gonna have one in here. But the reason I'm digging this set is it's almost like the pastel buddy set. I guess is the best way to put it, because it's giving you other colors to combine with your pastels. So if I were to buy just this, which I have colored pages with just my pastellos and just my Holbeins, but when you combine pastel colors, you don't really make color blends. You kind of just put the pastels together and create your own wacky thing. Like, you know, you'll mix your green and slide it into a blue and then slide it into a yellow. This one gives you a few more options. It provides you with something that's a little bit more vivid and bold, but you tone it down as you blend or create a blend or a combination with the pastel pencils here. You get a lot more pinks in this set because of how they've created it. You get a lot more green, a lot more blue, a lot more purple than any of the sets, because here is the purples from these sets of 50. You have 1, 2, 3 if you want to count that. That's more of a red violet, but I'll give it to them. And then this is a blue violet. So what, 4? Whereas in this set, if I was to also do the same and count the blue violets, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 there, and then these are all red violets. So you got a lot more of each color. Slight variations, but those variations are going to make a difference when you actually color with them, and that's what's fun about this set. I mean, think of this blend right here. I could take this more definitely not pastel color and mix it with this one here, maybe add a touch of yellow, and then it gives a more smooth transition while still creating a pastel page. So I actually really like this set. I hope it's really not limited edition and they're going to keep making it. I've always loved my other Indras. I just have not used them on camera much simply because they had no numbers and it was hard to show you guys like which one to color with. I can now say, hey, grab number 3, grab 51. So that leads me to the whole point. Whoop. This is the book I'm doing in only pastels. This is Hannah Carlson's Tales from the Forest. I don't know. So as you can see, I've been doing this in only pastels, even the backgrounds. I believe this was done with Castle Art. I don't know. One of them. This was actually done with Black Widows, which have a great array of pastel colors all on their own. Most of them are within the Monarch set, but quite a few aren't. And then this also, I think, had some Indra. And I know there's a page in here with just Indra. This was Astra Pastello. This I have done with just the Indra. And they work beautifully on this paper. All I had left was the background, and I got lazy. I know I've got another few in here. This was Astra Pastello. But see what I mean? The combos, like I've got a purple, pink, and then into a cream. This was also Pastello. Man, for those being so scratchy, I sure did use them a lot. But, and then the background was my vintage Prima Marketing pastel set. So, but yeah, I think this will be good because I can use this entire set in my book and still get the pastel look, but add just a few more splotches of bold color. Now, could you just go find another bold pencil in your current set and add it to whatever pastel set you already have? Oh yeah, for sure. I'm not saying you have to buy this. I just think the way they set this up and curated it made it a lot more fun and easier to use, especially for those new to coloring in general and those new to using pastel sets, because I get a lot of questions sometimes on what do I do with these pastel pencils? How do I create a combination? And, you know, how do I make something pop? What do I, like, how do you do it? Like, so this set almost kind of solves that problem by adding those little pops of brighter colors that aren't necessarily a pastel, but once you blend it with these other colors, it all comes together. So I am going to color a page, not in this video, but the next, using this set in my Hannah Carlson book. I'm due for a page in there, and I'm going to color it on camera with you guys. You can follow along. You can use one of your many knockoffs that match up. Like I said, I mean, this has all the colors that these other sets have, right down to all of these, like, you know, neutral into these lighter flesh colors. They're all here. They're just all in different orders. But looking at two sets here and this, I have all these colors. I just have more now. So let's color a page next. But I loved swatching these. I did come across some that were scratchy here and there. But you guys, this is a budget pencil. This is not artist grade. There's no light fast testing. Yeah, you know, these are like meant to be fun and affordable. I'm not sitting here making gallery ready work with these things. But the ones that were scratchy, if I sharpened it, the scratchy went away. So it was just on the surface. So, and I have no complaints. I was giddy swatching these. And also, I am just giddy because of the black barrel and the color. It just makes it, it's like just exciting to pick up and play with. So let's get coloring a page in my next video. I'm not saying it'll publish immediately after this. Girl has only so much free time, but I really love these. My first impressions, I'm excited to play with these. And dare I say it, so far out of all of the pastel pencil sets, y'all, I have purchased, I actually like this one the best. I'm not gonna lie. I have Astra, I have Holbein, I have Kalur, I have the other Indra macaroon, which I love. Oh my gosh, I've got others and I can't even think of their names. Castle Arts, yeah, the list goes on. The Brute Funer macaroons, I got those. I got them all. And so far, I love this set. I do. I love the fact that they've added other colors to give you more options. Like, I'm just already looking at all of the opportunities here, and I am super excited. Very, very excited. So yeah, this is going to be a fun set to play with, fun set to look at, of course, because they're all just so freaking pretty. So yeah. Let's quit chatting about it and let's get coloring. If you purchased these, let me know in the comments below what you thought. I am going to leave a link in the description below to these. Like I said, they are pretty affordable. And for those of my followers who are in Mexico and Spain, you can actually get these. Whereas I know like a lot of the pastel sets are not available in those countries. These ones are. So at least you'll have that. I don't think you can get these in the UK. So sorry, y'all. But if you can get them in the UK and I'm wrong on that, please let my viewers know below. But I've just had a few UK friends say that they can't get their hands on these. All right, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with me while we checked out the Indra limited edition pastel pencils. And until next time, take care. Bye now.